Good morning, everyone. It's time for your link book, that is companion book, or even you can say workbook. It's related to your chapters in the reader. Those who are old, they already know how we do it and what's there. Those who are new must see that it is related to your reader book, that is MCB. We have some exercises at the back, and here we continue doing the same kind of exercises. So lesson 3 में we had done past tense. Here also we will learn some use of past tense and few other things. So let's start. Last month we dashed to Corbett National Park. In the bracket it's given go. What is the past tense of go? Went. Last month we went to Corbett National Park. Okay? We dash by bus. Travel. Past tense for travel is traveled. We traveled by bus. Fine. Again erase it because of the space problem. We dashed the park in the evening. Reach. We reached. We reached the park in the evening. Early next morning we dash to the backs of elephants and dash into the jungle. Climb on and go. Early next morning we climbed on to the backs of. Climbed. B-E-D. What to do? Less of a space is there. Chalo, you'll understand, hai na? We climbed on to the backs of elephants and went into the jungle. Fine. We dash a tiger. We saw a tiger. See ka past tense? Saw. It dash majestic. It looked majestic. Look ka past tense? Looked. Okay. Nice ones. Next exercise says, now you know the forms of be and how do we use? We have to use the past tense. Be के past tenses was and were. It was a bad start. It was a bad start to the match. The football, have ka past tense, had a puncture. We should dash home for another football. Run ka past tense. Past tense for run will be ran. Ran home for another football, but he fell down on the way and twisted, only add ed, and twisted his ankle. Finally, now you remember buy me, what did I tell you? Past tense of buy will be bought. We bought another football and started, add ed, and started the match an hour later. Very nice. Areva. Nice exercise here. We have 4 words. Magnifying glass, with which small things seem bigger. Magnifying glass, small things seem bigger. Telescope, we can see far off things. Binoculars, telescope, far off भी कौन सा? Space का. Like big, huge होते हैं and they are very big and very strong glasses are there, so we can see the space ka things like night sky. When we read night sky, binoculars to see far off things, something which is not very close, we can use binoculars to see them. Microscope, very minute things जो very minute होते हैं ना, जैसे germs, bacteria, virus, all these can be seen with the help of microscope. My grandfather sometimes uses a dash to read the newspaper. अब newspaper में like old people have the problem of seeing small things, no? So they use magnifying glass to read the newspapers. The germs could be seen clearly through the microscope. Germs and all we see with the help of microscope. When you'll grow older, like you'll come to class 9 and 10, you'll go to labs and use the microscopes. We saw the craters on the moon through things which are very far off, through a telescope. Moon pe craters we all know. But how do we see them? With the help of telescopes. With naked eyes, it's not possible. Use your dash to look at the birds in the distance. Use your binoculars. And a nice exercise. Oh wow. Next is, again we learnt about 4 things. Here we'll see about 5 people. People who work for us. What do we like? What are their professional names as such? Librarian, librarian is in a school who looks after the library. Plumber, one who repairs the taps. And remember children, it is not plumber. Be silent, it is plumber. Surgeon, who performs surgery. The doctors, who performs operations. Mechanic, those who repair machines of any kind. Sculptor, those who make statues, idols out of marble and other things. Our school dash helps us find interesting books to read. Librarian. Call a dash, the tap is leaking. Plumber. My brother learned how to repair his motorbike from a mechanic. A dash operated on my injured knee. Surgery, doctors करते हैं, surgeons. The dash carved a statue out of a big log of wood. Sculpture. Wooden statue made, so called a sculpture. Okay. This happened last week. Now you can see a picture and something happening there. What is happening? Raining. But it happened last week. That means we are talking about in the past tense. We'll use the verbs in the past tense. Children, always remember, whenever we use verbs, we can add ed or ing or en only to the verbs, nothing else. And suppose we are using a preposition with it, don't touch the preposition. Only the verb will change. Preposition will remain as it is. Okay. A man's hat dash in the wind. Oof, it went away. It man's hat blow off. Blow off को हम करते हैं blew off. Blew off in the wind. It was raining. A girl dash off a window. Peep, like seeing through something small. The girl peeped out. It will be peeped out of a window. 2 boys dash beneath a tree to take shelter from the rain. 2 boys stood. Stand ka past tense. Stood. There was a storm. A boat sank in the lake. Sank in the lake. The boatman dashed to safety. Swim ka past tense. swam. It is swam. This is sank. Okay. Next exercise is very sweet. Cat. Things the cat dislikes. A cat is saying, I dislike dry toast as I cannot swallow it. Toast, bread slice होते हैं उनको, when we like put them in the toaster, they become little crispy, so they are called toast. But the cats don't like them. Dislike is not liking. It says, because I cannot swallow it, I cannot gulp it down. Then I do not like dogs either, as they bark at me and try to bite me. Cats are very naughty, Now, you have to use your imagination along the lines of the previous exercise and write 2 or 3 sentences on the following. Now, using the same, following this writing practice ka example, we have to write few lines about the things a lion in a zoo dislikes. What do you think a lion will dislike? Lion will dislike people, many people, a big crowd of people, because they scare. They make they stand around him and mock at him. They make faces at him. So the lion will not like them. And सबसे बड़ा बात, the lion will dislike being in a cage. They don't want to be in a cage. They cannot roam around freely like they can in a jungle. So the lion dislikes being in a cage because I cannot roam around freely. I dislike people who come and crowd around me and they make faces at me. Then next is things I dislike. What do I dislike? Now you all are I. I am also I. I'll put my points here and you put your points. Okay. See, basically I dislike snakes. I just don't like snakes. I can't stand them because it's not slippery and slimy their bodies are, and they're so dangerous. They can bite me. They're dangerous. They can bite me, and their bodies are very slimy. Oh my god, I just can't stand them. Then I dislike, I think, bananas. I don't like this fruit banana. And chiku. I don't like chiku. You can write your choice. You can write your opinion. Maybe you don't like mangoes. You can write that. I don't like mangoes. Or you can say, I don't like ice creams. But then you have to tell me why. I don't like bananas because it's very slippery fruit. I don't like it. I'm too sweet. I don't like mangoes. I like strawberries. I like grapes. I like pomegranates. Okay. So this you are going to write, or you can see from my assignment sheet that I'll be sending you. You can see from there, or you can write your own. Okay. Bye bye.